Welcome, everyone, to the third episode of Mic Check. This time, I have a good buddy of mine, Tim.
How's it going?
All right, Tim. First question. Well, unofficial first question. How do you pronounce your last name?
You know what? I'm glad that you asked because nobody ever does. They just try to wing it. It's McAlinden.
McAlinden. Yeah, on the ride home today, I'm like, McAlinden. It's like, fuck, I don't know.
McAlinden.
I'm just going to ask him because I butcher names all the time.
That's fair. I mean, your name gets butchered up quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm just used to it.
Kush, Kushay.
As long as you're close.
Yeah,
good enough.
Yeah, good, close enough.
Yep. So for the AFL crowd, everyone knows you from the Wolfpack. They play the Wolfpack. Tim, 84.
Always open, never available.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
So tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
34 years old. Been playing in the league for 10 seasons coming up.
Wow.
I'm a slot back. Started as a wide receiver, but I don't like running deep, so
I don't blame you.
Slot back it is. It seems to work out for me pretty well. So
nice. What about personal life, like work, stuff like that?
I'm a carpenter, so been doing that for the last 10-ish years.
Okay.
Just construction.
So just be a random house on a mountain.
Yeah. In a field.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work hauling that up the mountain.
Yeah, that's fair. Just somewhere in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Just
like the rest of them did it.
Yeah. It's like Asper was good.
I walked far enough. Trying to build a shack. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll just let the little guy keeps walking.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's the official question.
Okay.
So I've heard you've owned 5 wolves and you bring them to Wolfpack games. Is that true or false?
5 wolves.
Yeah, 5 wolves.
I'm gonna have to say that's false.
Damn
it. I only have 4.
Yeah.
But I don't bring them to the game because, liability and stuff.
Oh my god, it's in the crowd. My god, there's a little hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, an actual question this time.
Okay.
So father of 2, working man, and a football player. How are you able to juggle all that?
I just don't sleep at all. No, it's just, it's a mindset, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to go and be as healthy as I can, but I'm not like Tej fit. I eat good. I play with my kids and I just exist,
Okay.
So couldn't tell you, just day at a time.
Yeah, whatever that day is, you kind of figure it out.
Yeah. More time with the kids, more time with football, more time with work,
Okay. So good to know.
Yeah.
If I ever come out of retirement, my body doesn't betray me again. I doubt it. Who knows?
I doubt it.
So we all have good stories throughout our playing careers. Can you name one on or off the field that's the most entertaining to you?
You know what? I have thought about this for a long time.
I tripped Brad up on this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I do remember somebody getting tripped up on about the 5-yard line.
I thought that was entertaining.
That was very entertaining. I was watching Mike run, and we were like, he's going to do it. He's going to get a touchdown. And then he just walks off the field.
That's what you call... what was it? I was dehydrated or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a little sun exhaustion in there too. That's why my brain's like, all right, get out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm going to get tackled. I might as well just leave now and save myself. I think that was your excuse, was I thought I was going to be tackled.
Yeah, and if I got tackled, I was going to go poof and die.
just get down.
Like, all my bones are going to break if I hit the ground. And guess what? There's no footage of it anymore.
No?
God. Because I was looking for old stuff.
Right.
And I was like, okay, where is it? Good, it's not here anymore.
Yeah, I think...
that's what they do with title. Like,
really?
after a certain amount of years,
they just get rid of it. like, yeah, you can't see CFL players Pee-wee highlights.
Yeah.
Unless
they have the camcorder.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. No, I've got so many just with the amount of years that I've played.
Name one.
Name one.
Road trip.
Oh, which road trip?
Any road trip.
Oh man, there was the Grand Prairie one. There was the Alex Yeoman one.
What's the Grand Prairie one?
I think it was before your time. There was players that I've never seen again in the league, but
oh yeah, I forgot to put my reading glasses.
No. Cut.
One prop, I forgot.
We'll edit that out.
We'll just leave it in.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Honestly, as weird as it is, road trips don't entertain me as much as they used to. I'm leaning on to the old man side where I just kind of sit, sleep, read a book, and try to let the kids do their shenanigans.
Then wake up and be like, oh,
yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning and we just got back from Cold Lake. Well, the rest of you are drunk or hungover or still sleeping, and I'm going home.
Yeah, that's fair, especially at this time of this point in your life.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a change hitting 30 and growing up, as they say. It's weird because you think, like, as a child you see your parents and you're like, oh, you're so boring and you're so old.
Yeah, but
it just kind of your life leads you into it and you're like, this is better for me.
Then the thing that you found boring, you're like, I fucking love this.
I love this. I hated naps as a kid. Now, oh man, don't wake me up.
Yeah, I used to do that after work all the time, but now with my new job I can't have naps because it ends at 5.
Oh yeah.
So my girlfriend's like, oh, I can't have any naps anymore. I'm like, I know, I hate this.
Yeah, it's miserable.
I want a nap.
Yeah, take your 1 hour lunch and just nap in the break room.
I can do that.
No. That's good.
I need a bed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Especially for my bones.
Yeah, my naps, they turn into sleeps for most people. But I could just get up, stay up for an hour, and then go right back to sleep. So
you wake up like, I'm tired of it. How long have I been asleep?
Yeah. Fall asleep at 5:30 and then wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, well, I might as well just keep sleeping then.
Yeah. All right, next question. So I noticed you've been taking a bigger role with the Wolfpack since we started till now. What role is that, and why did you decide to go into that direction?
I would say just through the years of seeing the administration do their thing and understanding how the team is actually run and where we're weakest and where we're strongest, and knowing that there's some parts that I can just fill. And so, I find some time and, I talk to the other vets on the team and I'm like, look, like, we can't just sit back and be players. If we want this team to survive, we got to get our hands dirty. And
of course,
that's what we're doing. So,
yeah, because I noticed when I was there's only like maybe 2 people doing actual work.
Yeah.
2 or 3. Yeah. So what role are you doing?
I wouldn't say it's less of a role and more of just volunteer position of I help.
Isn't it all volunteer though?
It is. Yeah. I mean Rob owns the team. And Daryl manages the players and the fees and the administration stuff. And me and Omari obviously he deals with the advertisement and the getting the name out there, and I deal with volunteer stuff and make sure that the game day stuff works out, that whenever we need equipment and such, I'll go out of my way and grab some.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I've noticed, the improvement since my time there till now. That there is more to game days.
Oh yeah,
than it used to be.
Yeah, I mean Rob's obsessed with those purple smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them too, but it's so much for me in my head. I'm like, I'm still holding this thing and I don't know where to go. We got a little bit to work on.
Yeah. So that one game when I did it, I was like, all right, what do I do now?
Yeah, that's exactly it. We just kind of like stood there and we're like, we didn't get this far in the game plan.
Yeah.
was walking around in circles. I was like, when does it stop? When does it start getting cliche?
Yeah.
So
until it burns your hand.
Yeah. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna put this over this corner and hope it doesn't burn the field. So
or just hold it.
Yeah, and,
and in for the team.
Do it. Eat it.
It'll make you stronger.
Yeah, exactly. I breathe purple.
Yeah. Breathe it in and bleed it.
Bleed it out. I mean, hopefully not, but
yeah, hopefully not.
Do what I have to, you know.
Okay.
I love this game. I love the sport. I love everything about the pack. So
yeah,
it's great.
That's the thing with the AFL. Like everyone playing loves football.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're all paying for it.
Yeah, I mean, you have kids who get pushed by their parents who are like, I want you to play football. You're going to be great.
Yeah.
You know, and then through high school, your coaches just kind of like keep you going and they keep you inspired and interested in that. I never had that. My parents had no interest in me playing sports or football or anything like that.
Okay.
I just, through high school, I didn't like soccer. I had friends who were on the football team, so I joined the football team and started playing, and I got a little bit better and better. And then after high school, the same friends that I played with in high school called me up probably 5-6 years later, and they were like, hey, do you want to play football again? And I was like, yeah, I love that. And that's actually, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if it was a question that you had to ask me, but that was my entrance to the AFL.
Okay. So say your passion is with kind of the brotherhood of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like my core friends are the friends that I made on the field.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I didn't have football, I probably wouldn't have any friends out here.
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't play Wolfpack, I would have never met you.
Yeah, that's true.
And this would have never happened.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's the beauty of the game is all the personalities you get to meet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you know, all walks of life.
Oh yeah.
It's wonderful. Like I've played with and against CFL players. I've played with and against players who have never touched the football field before in their lives.
Yeah.
And everything in between. And it's such a great feeling.
Oh yeah.
To know where I am today and where I could be tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, because like each year you see improvement.
Oh yeah.
Like even though you're getting older, you still working on it.
Yeah, and that's the best thing is the game doesn't have a cap. It's you just keep getting better and better and better and better.
They look at sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the oldest guy in the league.
Yeah, and he still knocks me on my butt.
Yeah.
Every third or fourth practice, he'll catch me lacking and just boom. So surprising.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got so much spirit.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, so going to more of a serious tone. Growing up, you did have a bit of a troubled past. You don't have to tell the viewers, but how did you overcome that part of your life to get to where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, I made societal bad choices.
Yeah.
But in my mind and where I was in my life, it was more interesting than where I was going at the time. So yeah, I got in trouble with the law. I have experiences from it. I have some regrets from it, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't be who I am without those experiences. And,
of course.
And it taught me a lot of respect and like things that that you just can't learn in a classroom.
Oh yeah.
And so, you know, I bring that towards as my family grows, and I lean on my experiences to kind of guide them in a positive way so that they don't have that outburst.
Okay. So with your trouble with the law, was it just you yourself deciding, hey, I'm going to stop this? Or was it kind of like, say like football, let's say you joining football was the thing that kind of broke you out of it?
Football was definitely a much needed outlet.
Yeah.
Because, you know, through my youth between like 14, you know, the teenage years.
Yeah. The
angsty teens. Yeah. I angsted. I dug right into that bowl and I ate every drop. And
the angstiest of teens.
I was the angstiest without any of the eyeliner or the,
You didn't have the emo phase.
No, I didn't. I just enjoyed watching it. It was, but yeah, you know what? Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So pretty much just football was the outlet that helped.
Football was the outlet, and you know, obviously, like there we go. I'm back on. My mom, bless her heart. It was a very passionate time for her.
Okay.
I think what kind of broke it was the RCMP brought me back to her house, and they basically like made me watch me in the car.
Okay.
They're like, look, this is your son, and she broke down, and that memory will live with me for the rest of my life, and that I think turned it off from being fun and entertainment value for me to I'm affecting other people. Yeah. And so that's when I was like, you know what, I can have fun other ways. Yeah. So yeah,
that's good, because a lot of people like they don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my mom's crying, whatever.
Yeah.
So they keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. So
shout out to Tim's mom.
Love you.
If she watches this,
yeah,
you should make her watch it.
I'm gonna make her watch
or just like this portion.
Just this one little portion.
Yeah.
It's like watch this reel.
If I put it in a reel.
Yeah, it's me.
We'll see. All right, so more of uplifting, or we'll say positive note. So playing for the pack, with you and Amari playing both ways, do you enjoy doing it, or is it kind of like a Wolfpack thing where, hey, everyone has to play both ways? Because I remember him saying because it was a numbers thing.
It is 100% a numbers thing.
But absolutely. You enjoy it though.
But once again, the hardest roads are sometimes the most entertaining. And true. That is what it is, because as you know, I've played here for quite a long time. Yeah. Running the same routes for the same quarterback, for the same it does get repetitive. And it's, you know, I've played against probably more defenses than some college kids have. It changes it up throughout the years. It changes it up, and that's what kept it exciting. But it was educational. I seen how they reacted to when I would cut one way, or which way the quarterback would look, or anything like that. And so I took that as a learning experience. And so when I finally had an opportunity where I knew I could help my team aside from my position, I jumped at it. And the first game that I ever played defense, it was in Fort Mac, against Fort Mac, after they had won nationals. It was their downturn team. I just remember I was in my own head so much. I was like, this guy's going to throw it deep. He's going to burn me. He's going to try to burn. And I could see it. I seen it in the receiver's eyes. I felt it in my own. I was like, if I was in Fort Mac playing against me, that's what I would do. So I beelined it back, and sure enough, he threw it deep. I was in the end zone. I had the clip, and I just jumped up. I could have picked it off. I didn't even think about it. I jumped up, and I palmed the hell out of that ball. I didn't have to. It was such a reaction. I was just like, no, he can't have this. And after that, it did strike a little bit of a passion for defense for me too, because I didn't think I'd ever be on that side of the ball. But no, it's exciting. I enjoy it. It was a numbers thing initially, but I think I would enjoy playing both ways.
So safe to say you have the cardio for it.
Oh yeah, and it definitely helps. Like being able to play both ways helps you play one way much better.
That's what led to my heat exhaustion against the Stars.
That's true.
Because I was playing defense, offense, special teams, running kickoff. Yeah, you were a man of many talents. They abused your body. Yeah, I know.
You were like, I'll do it, and then they were like, Mike's gonna do it, and then after that, it was like, oh, why isn't Mike out? It was like, he died.
After our class, I didn't come back.
It was just like,
that guy, he's stroke.
I was like, okay, well, who's gonna do it now? Because I don't want to. After seeing that now, I'm good.
Okay, that's good. That's you enjoy playing both sides now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you've learned a few things playing defense.
Yeah, it's much more intricate than I initially thought.
Yeah.
I have gained more respect for defensive players.
Oh, yeah.
Initially, the running joke is, cornerbacks and halfbacks are just receivers that can't catch.
Yeah, that's true.
And it to a point it is, but they also have different skills. Like, it's one thing to know on offense we have a script.
Yeah.
We follow A, B, C, D, E. That's our check down. Defense is whatever the offense is doing, don't let them.
Yeah.
And that leads to a big old opening. If you're in zone, if you're in man, in cover 2, cover 3, everything changes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then all of a sudden, all that hard work that you're doing to cover this receiver, and then it turns out to be a run, and you're just like,
I gotta crash it down now.
Yeah, exactly. And you're just like, and I've been burned.
Yep.
I've made poor tackles, and it definitely affects you as a person. But when you make good tackles on defense, it kind of cements you. It gives you a little bit more courage. You're like, maybe I'm good at this.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm great at this. Mm-hmm. I'm the best corner to ever exist. I am Champ Bailey today.
So now we know why cornerbacks have so much confidence in their game.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a swag, but it's definitely just like, the talent from the receivers that they tackle.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm better than everyone. Yeah. Okay. All right. So transitioning to the next question. So you kind of answered this already. Aging athlete. What keeps you going now? So you've been AFL champ, down season, up season, now down again with the Pack. What keeps you going?
Just like what keeps me going as I get older is from the other players who I've played with and against.
Yeah.
Some of them have gone into retirement. Some you have gone into retirement. Some of my old linemen have gone into retirement, and I still talk to them daily, weekly, monthly. We catch up and chat. And one of the number one things that always comes up is, man, I wish I could still hit the field. I wish I could still play. I wish I was still young and able to do this, but my life's changed. I've been out of the game for too long. It's just too hard to come back, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want to be the one that leaves the field with regret.
Okay.
I would, honestly, I'd be a lifer. I would be a Rob Sherman or a Dale Leeson. And I would do my best to keep this league alive, keep the game alive. And that's just, I have so much fun in the summer. Whenever football season starts up, there is no depression. There's no sad. It's raining. You're thinking, what a wonderful day for football. It's snowing. You're like, it's weird that it's in July, but it's a wonderful day for football. At least it's not smoky or hazy and plus 38 and we're wearing black.
Weird Alberta weather.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're so good. Okay.
But honestly, just don't want to leave with regret. I want to say that, I played everything that I wanted to, did all the things I wanted to. I could care less if I win a natty or if we go 0-15.
Yeah.
It's more about the brotherhood on the field that we talked about before. Is just,
the brotherhood.
I like one thing that really is a big passion booster for me is watching the new players when they join and they do something that is critical. They make their first tackle or they catch a really nice ball or, they break through a solid run and they get their first touchdown and they just, the vision of them changes. Like they glow and they're just like, wow, I did this. This is amazing. And I don't want to miss that. I love seeing that.
So even if you do retire, you're still going to stick with the pack.
Oh, absolutely. I will try to coach up and coming slot back receivers. I'll even walk into the defensive side, maybe be offensive coordinator, because I think by the time I retire, something on Daryl's going to collapse and not work anymore.
Yeah, so you will have that new QB to kind of call.
Yeah, exactly. And I will coach him to the best of my ability to listen to his receivers and not think he's God. And it's like, you're peasants.
I know where I'm putting the ball.
I told you to run, boy.
Well, this isn't one of my questions, but you've always been rocking 84. Why did you pick that number? And also, why did you pick 85 that 1 year where I wasn't playing?
I'll answer the second part first, because I missed you, buddy.
Okay.
That's why. I was like, I need to keep my couche in my life. And that was my memory to you.
Yeah. Okay.
But
why haven't you worn it since I left?
Well, I didn't have a good year when I wore it. So I was like, maybe it's just not mine.
Yeah.
I'm good. But no, the 84, it wasn't there. Obviously, you've got Randy Moss as a key receiver, but that's not my play style at all.
No.
I'm definitely more like a Julian Edelman.
Missed on the genetic lottery there.
Yeah.
We all did.
I think, everybody missed out on that. But, I don't. Everybody knows if you played against me, I don't go for the deep ball. I'm not a deep threat receiver.
Yeah.
But no, 84. It was a number of, like, in my head, it was Randy Moss. I wanted 81 because I wanted G. Simon. And I think
it was Jesse, I forget his last name.
Yeah, Jesse Kurza. Yeah, he had 81, and he just basically was like, no, it's mine.
Yeah.
I was like,
I wanted it too.
Yeah, I was like, I'm new to this team, and I'm not, I haven't contributed so much, so whatever, you can have it. I'll just, if 84 is available, then, because
Okay.
G. Simon, he sent me a video on me and my wife's wedding day.
Oh wow.
This is when he played for Saskatchewan. But I've been an avid BC Lions fan since Dave Dickinson and G. Simon won the Grey Cup the first time. And so that was a childhood passion of mine. And he sent me a personal video, like, congratulating us on our wedding, and he hopes.
How'd you get that?
I have very good friends.
Okay.
One of my friends, she was one of the athletic therapists for Regina. I think it was Regina. And through coaches and coaching staff in Regina, with Saskatchewan being such a close team, she was able to contact him, and he obliged. And to this day, I'm still playing it in my head. I was like, wow. I just sat there stunned. I was like, no way this is happening.
Yeah, because like now in the world of like cameos and stuff, you're still not gonna get it from like CFL guys.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was one of the most, I don't know the words for it, but it was a core memory for me. 100%.
A core memory and a great time in your life.
Oh yeah.
Getting married.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the greatest day of your life is the day that you get married, and that was icing on the cake.
Yeah.
I'm like, this had nothing to do with me getting married, but wow, this is amazing.
Keeping this always.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's nice being connected.
It is, and me and her are still best friends. She lives on the other side of this country, so we talk every day.
That's good. Yeah, it's good keeping up those connections, even though you're not living in the same city.
Yeah. It's hard and it's rare, but when it happens, it's a blessing, and I take advantage of that every day.
Yeah, because some people just never talk to again.
Oh yeah, coworkers, you're like, hey, I loved hanging out with you, and we go for beers, and when you were in town, and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden it's just like you go out of town, and then you're just like 4 years later, you're like, oh, I'm still Facebook friends with this guy. I don't even know what he does.
He's still alive?
Yeah, you're still alive? Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, much in there.
Yeah.
All right. So, more of a game day thing. Well, it's a game day thing. Home game, You wake up. What is your routine from morning to kickoff? Because we all have different routines.
Oh yeah, no, and in football, it's sacred. Your game day ritual is what makes or breaks your spirit.
Yeah.
In a moment. And yes, I absolutely do have one. The first thing I do is I drink half a liter of coconut water.
Okay.
That was an adaptation through over the years, just getting the electrolytes in you, finding the best way to do it. And I also hated coconut water when I was younger. I just didn't like the taste of coconut. But now I've grown up and I understand like the health benefits for it, and it's grown on me. So
you drink it with pulp?
I just buy it at the store, and
it just tastes any of the weird.
No, I had that. I had one that was like that, and I was like, not a fan. But
I used to do that with the Colts, and I got pulp. I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, I was like, this is not orange juice. I love orange juice with the pulp. I don't like coconut water with the pulp. I feel like it's just it's unnatural. It's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So coconut water, and then obviously if it's like a road trip, you're eating
home game.
You said home game. You said home game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Somewhere on the road.
That doesn't really change much. I mean, I don't eat McDonald's anymore ever since Neil Mack screamed at me on a sideline for eating a cheeseburger before the game. And I mean screamed at me. It was
whenever you touch a cheeseburger, well, McDonald's cheeseburger, it's like just
it's like trauma. It's like, wow, okay, I'm not gonna do this again. All right, I learned my lesson.
Okay, no fast food.
Yeah, no fast food. I try to eat as healthy as I can with good energy.
Okay.
Food. Like if I go to Subway, which again isn't the best food for you, but in a pinch, I get spinach on it instead of lettuce, and I make sure I get like a vinaigrette instead of mayo and ranch.
Okay.
And
you should be a psycho what I do. No sauce.
No sauce.
So my girlfriend and her family, I told them like I don't have sauce on my sandwiches or anything. And of course, they made fun of me about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's empty calories.
Yeah, but really, I don't really care. It's flavor. It's flavor. It's salt and pepper.
I still taste the meats in the lettuce.
That's fair. It's very natural look on things. I mean,
but I'm a psycho.
Nowadays, like my kids, pizza, they don't know the flavor of it. They've never tasted raw pizza. They've tasted pizza with ketchup. And they've tasted pizza with ranch.
Has anyone tasted pizza with just raw?
Just raw pizza. I don't know. I do it sometimes. I raw dog a Hawaiian. Yeah, I do that.
So Hawaiian. Pineapple does belong on pizzas then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Tomato sauce is too tart. It just cuts it perfectly. Okay. Gives you that nice little. You know what? If you go to Mr. Sub, they have secret ingredients that Subway doesn't have. They have mushrooms and pineapple.
Oh, okay.
And if you're not a fan of mushrooms, then that's fine. But
I like the ones that like get me out of this world.
Oh yeah, just a break from reality.
Like, I only eat mushrooms that get me high.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not gonna do that at work.
Yeah, I mean, throw those on your sub too.
That'd be an experience.
It would be, but yeah, mushrooms.
Yeah,
pineapple. It's strange because it does exactly what it would do on a pizza.
Yes.
I get a cold cut combo.
Okay.
And so I'll just get like lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and then mushrooms and pineapple.
Yeah.
And it's a nice addition to the flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, but back to your
so we got food, drinks,
electrolytes, good, healthy, light food.
Do you just take it easy on game days before heading out?
Oh no, it's the most stressful time. I'm constantly stressed. I'm always so far behind.
Yeah.
Like I sleep as long as I can because I'm like, I'm just gonna burn all this energy off, and then it's like I lay out all my game gear.
Yeah.
I make sure that I have my gloves. I kind of do it like an Iron Man style, lay it out on my bed.
Oh yeah.
I have my helmet, my jersey, my undershirt.
Yeah.
What kind of socks I'm gonna wear. Cleat change, glove change. What looks good with white? What looks good with purple? And so I do that, and that kind of gets me mentally ready.
Okay.
And right before the game, pickle juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping
Or
the tradition alive.
yeah, pickle juice.
I was wondering that. I'm like, does he still drink pickle juice?
All the time. It is a blessing, and people find it so disgusting and so weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it because
Just don't knock it till you try it.
yeah, I'm like, you know what? We have a guy on our team, cramps every single day, and I'm like, eat more bananas, drink more coconut water, drink pickle juice, and he just looks at me like I'm the most disgusting human being in the world, and I'm like, and then he had a double calf cramp last season.
Ooh.
I think it was in Red Deer because we didn't have our athletic therapist. We were using Red Deer's, and she comes over and she's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Double calf cramp. You got to release them." And she's like, "Have you ever had your calves released?" Me personally, yes. Worst experience of my life. So I knew what was going on.
Yep.
Him, never. He's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, I tried to warn you. You should have drank some pickle juice." She released his calves. I've never heard a man scream like a girl so loudly on the sideline. He had no fear. Anyways, come halftime, he comes up to me. He's like, "You got any of that pickle juice?" I'm gonna try it because once you get your calves released, it changes you as a man. You're like, I won't eat this, and then you're like, give me more. I don't care. I never want to do that again.
I've been lucky where I haven't had cramps in games.
Oh yeah,
because I've always stayed hydrated.
That's
good. Because I'm used to the Ontario summers where it's like death.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah,
a lot of Alberta is very dry, so we don't have that humid running until I can't tell if this is sweat or just humidity.
Yeah, it's brutal. I don't know how I did it.
Yeah.
So like summers out here, like everyone's bitching about it. I'm like,
this is great. This is calm. This is mild. It's 32 degrees and it's beautiful outside.
Yeah.
I can leave my house.
Okay. So game day. That's Tim's routine.
Yeah.
Your routine.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming to an end here. With the 2024 season done, we're entering 2025. What's your mentality going into this season? And how are you going to improve on that?
I am more excited for the next season than I think I have been for the last 6 since after our championship run.
Okay.
I have been thinking more of my body, what I can do to improve my game, how I can become the best player that I can be for my team. And I've been talking, I had a athletic trainer help me with my speed last year, and that paid off immensely. I went to probably a month, 2 months of just plyometrics, isometrics, just working not on weights, but on explosion and change of direction. And it opened up something in me. And so I'm actually going to start my preseason workouts with him in February.
Nice.
And that will go for 3 to 4 months. And I will be working as hard as I can to cut, to get faster, more explosive, and just be an all-around better athlete.
Okay. One question with that is, are you working on your hip mobility and like the movement of it?
Oh, my hip mobility is excellent. It always has been. It's been surprisingly, everybody on the athletic therapy side has always said that my calves will cramp up, my quads will cramp up, but my hip mobility is disgusting. And I think honestly that I can attribute that to, as looking back at it now, I attribute that to my athleticism on the field. Like my cuts are very sharp. My technique is sound, and I've had DBs, and I want to bring this up because I thought about it recently and I just laughed, was when we played against Airdrie. It was a DB I've never seen before. I don't remember his number. He looked younger and less experienced. And I just ran just a kind of a diamond release, in, out, up, double move on him. And just broke the kid's ankles. And all I remember hearing is, because it was a run, so
I'm trying to find that.
I'll find it for you and I'll send it to you. But all I remember hearing is, "Oh shit, fuck," from behind me. And I'm like, that is the most ego boosting sound you can ever hear from a DB. It's just from behind, there's no chance that you're going to get back from this. And it was a run, which was the best part because that guy, oh man, he was probably sweating so hard.
Yeah.
He's just like, thank God that was you did that on a run though. Like, you know, I got in his head there.
That's the good thing with runs, you can play around with it.
Oh, absolutely. I don't
if they're staring at you.
I don't like receivers that don't practice their good routes on runs.
Yeah, if you can.
If you can, absolutely. Yeah. But and that's also another mentality is from what I've learned on offense. I can tell if what I have to do if he's staring at a quarterback right off the go or if he's staring at me. If you're going to stare at my quarterback, you're showing me no respect. So I'm not going to show you any respect either. And I'm either just going to dirty block you or I'm going to make you regret just not looking at me.
Yeah.
But if you're staring at me, I'll give you chances and I'll dance with you for that point. And I love that mental. It goes from a physical game, which is what everybody sees on the outside, but it's absolutely mental.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So, it's like chess.
Yeah. And it's just the smallest little details that you don't see unless you're in it and you've been doing it for long enough that you're just like, hey, you're right. That does change it. So,
which is the beauty of it.
Yeah.
All right, Tim. So that was the last question.
Perfect.
So before we tune out,
I got a little gift for you.
Tradition now on the Mike Check Show.
Wow.
Nice little shades.
Reading glasses?
No, sunglasses.
Oh. Well, you said you had to put on your reading glasses.
That's my joke because I can't wear those forever.
They're like big in my head.
These are nice.
I know, right?
These are really nice.
And before I leave, I've been interviewing a lot of Wolfpack players. So, sorry,
I'm gonna have to put this in a little bit.
Oh.
Sorry,
fans. I knew there was a reason you were wearing a bright baby blue hoodie.
Yep. Little natty.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty nice.
That is very nice.
Oh, you see the back.
How about them gators? That's hilarious.
Sorry, Tim, I had to do that.
No. You know what? It's kind of funny because your guys' run was awesome, and I don't know if you were prepared for this.
Oh, I was not.
When we didn't make it, I watched you guys win it.
Oh, that's perfect.
I was so excited.
Repping for the AFL.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. We got burned hard against the NFC when the Wolfpack played them out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was no respect given back on that field, and I was like, no, I wanted the Gators to take that all the way.
Yeah,
they didn't score a single point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect.
Shout out.
All right, Tim. Thanks for being on the show. Any last words?
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
And I hope to be on here after we take that natty from you.
Well, not for me.
You're retired.
I'm for the people now.
You're for the people.
So I'll be going to every team. Well, they'll find out eventually.
So
thanks for watching. Hopefully you can like this video and subscribe for more. And have a good day.